Welcome to the NAPE website. In this video I will show you a quite extraordinary website. It's about the history of education, and it is a website with resources which are freely downloadable. Students studying education will from time to time need to access historic documents or refer to them. And of course, all the references is included with the documents. Now, Derek has been running this website for in excess of 20 years. So you can imagine the amount of material, government sourced, as well as the articles he's written about different time periods that can be found on this website. These documents are downloadable and are accessed from all over the world. In fact, 10,000 visitors a week, which is truly incredible. Now, it is clear from Derek's writing and his work on the website that he's truly passionate about education. Derek has firmly stated views which act as the foundation which he says underpins his writing. Now, I suspect another motivation which actually led him to the creation of this website was, and I quote, "I retired from full-time teaching in 1997. I loved the job, especially the daily interactions with staff and pupils, but had become weary of the ever-increasing political interference in schools." Right, let's have a look at how the website is organised. Now, there are three main sections. The first section is called History with an H. Now, these are chapters divided up in chronological order, written by Derek himself, starting from the Romans all the way through to present day. And then within each chapter, it's organised according to monarchs, prime ministers, social strata, and later on the educational acts, bills or reports contained within that chapter. A background is also been included, which is incredibly useful because it provides the raison d'etre for the educational change. All of these documents, as I've said, are fully referenced, particularly useful for students writing their dissertations or other writing. Now, what is most helpful is the visual information that accompanies the writing, such as photographs or parts of documents that have been scanned. So that was history, which is denoted by the letter H. We now move on to the letter capital D. D for documents. Now, the linked documents are sourced from government departments, such as various departments of education, the Inspectorate or the HMI and Ofsted, the Parliamentary Select Committees and the Audit Office. There are other documents as well, sourced from speeches, discussion papers and various ad hoc reports. Finally, the documents relating to Education Acts and statutory instruments, otherwise known as SIs, are actually particularly interesting as they cover all sides of education, from schools, teachers' pay and conditions of employment, student loans and special educational needs as examples. Now we're going to move on to the capital letter A. A for articles. These articles were written by Derek. Now, what's particularly interesting about these articles is it's a critical examination of a point of time when there was debate. For instance, when there was a debate about bullying or the national curriculum. So these are incredibly useful and they denote a particular time period. Derek also has included his MA dissertation. Now, Derek was doing some research and wrote about religious education. And for this study, he wrote about the rewriting of a new agreed syllabus for religious education for Oxfordshire. Derek was part of that working party. So for all those students studying that area of the curriculum, it is well worth a look. There's also selections of book reviews that Derek has written, and these book reviews include books written about middle schools, bullying, financial delegation, and so on. So they're well worth checking out to see if there's a book which you would find useful to do some follow-up reading. If we go back to the home page, Derek has most usefully listed links to other websites concerned with education. A small explanation of the website is also included. An explanation of this website and about the author's career is also included and makes fascinating reading. Now, to end with, I must thank Derek for allowing the video to be produced for all those students studying education, particularly the history of education. The detail is indeed breathtaking. Thank you, Derek.